real-life solutions. Investigate TV Plus.
Celebrating 30 years with Richard Rogers. Happy 30th anniversary, Richard. Live from Augusta. You're watching News 12, live at 5.
New tonight, a suspect in the case of a missing Aiken County woman now charged with kidnapping. Her estranged boyfriend, 34-year-old Daniel Harmon, is already in custody from a charge of domestic violence in this case. Now investigators say he kidnapped 30-year-old Jamila Smith.
The search for Smith continues as we speak. Our Hallie Turner joins us now live in our newsroom. And Hallie, you went out to the last place they had contact with her.
Yes, she was on the phone off Old Jackson Highway with 911 on Monday night. She told them that her ex had come to that location and she was running from him. She started to scream, and dispatcher says he heard the man scream at her to get in the car. Soon after that, the call ended, and she and her estranged boyfriend were listed as missing and endangered. But just hours ago, more than 5 unmarked Aiken County investigator vehicles were in the shared street of the home on Old Jackson Highway. All morning, investigators could be seen pulling items from the home, including this white ripped bin. The damaged window screen remained up against the house as deputies walked to and from their cars, up and down the road, retracking the couple's every step. But at this time, Harmon remains behind bars while there is still no sign of Smith. But coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're digging into Harmon's past.
All right, thanks, Hallie, for continuing to follow this story. A lot of questions still to uncover here with this case.
A missing mother, so many questions. Her family just wants her back.
Well, weather-wise today, it has been a little bit cooler for us and definitely a breezy day. We have seen wind gusting up to 20, 25 miles an hour across most of the area. This is all thanks to our cold front pushing through, so this is going to drop our temperatures tonight and over the next 48 hours. Here's a look at our current winds. Those are starting to calm down. That is the good news. Heading into this evening and tonight, less of a wind factor, really just turning to a cold factor for us as we do have this area of high pressure building in behind this cold front. So that is going to calm down our winds, bring us generally clear skies, and our temperatures should be able to drop like a rock once we get past sunset here. Currently in the mid-50s for most spots in the CS, where you can see that colder air behind that front. That's what's going to be heading our way as we continue into this evening. So if you are stepping out tonight, definitely have a couple layers on. We're likely going to be dropping into the 40s pretty quickly after the 6 o'clock hour, and then seeing the 30s even before midnight tonight. Now by daybreak tomorrow morning, I believe most spots should be into the upper 20s. If you're not in the upper 20s, you're at least below freezing in the low 30s. So definitely a cold start to the day. But beautiful day throughout the day Thursday. Just going to hang on to sunshine. Temperatures remaining cooler than average. You can see we do start a warming trend as we do roll into the weekend. We'll have more on this coming up in the full forecast. But let's get a quick update on your First Alert traffic.
And now, First Alert traffic.
All right, here's the current view down I-20 just outside of our building, looking towards the state line. Eastbound and westbound lanes moving smoothly. No major headaches out there at the moment, so you got clear skies overhead. Looking out at exit 190 here, exit out Lewiston Road and I-20, Columbia County. Golden hour, beautiful conditions. Not really much traffic to mention at the moment. I have an update on the forecast for you in just about 10 minutes.
Thanks, Riley. The family of a man killed during an encounter with Burke County deputies now confirming they are working with prominent attorney Benjamin Crump. Crump is known for major civil rights cases, including the death of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. Now, on July 28th, Freddie Walker died on Bailey Road outside of Louisville, Georgia. He was described to deputies as a combative mental health subject as they attempted to get him to a local hospital for a mental evaluation. This is body cam footage that you're looking at from that night. Walker fought against attempts to get him into the back of a vehicle and eventually resulted in one deputy using a stun gun on him. While still at the scene, Walker became unresponsive and was taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. After an investigation, a use of force team in Columbia County found that deputies acted within reason in restraining Walker. The use of force was also acceptable. That's what they said in the investigation. District Attorney Jared Williams also backing this ruling.
An arrest turning deadly in DeKalb County, Georgia, now leading to a lawsuit. It claims 62-year-old Johnny Holman died after being tased by a now former Atlanta police officer.
It also names a tow truck driver and his employer, who the lawsuit claims jumped in to help the officer subdue Holloman, contributing to his death. Chelsea Beamford breaks down this lawsuit.
Attorneys representing Johnny Holloman's family say the man shown here is Eric Robinson, a tow truck driver with S&W Services of Atlanta.
He straddles the head and neck of Deacon Holloman, who by this time is prone on the ground.
The incident happened last August when 62-year-old Johnny Holloman called police after getting into a minor traffic accident. When handed a traffic citation, Holloman told Atlanta police officer Kyron Kimbrough in the video he did not cause the crash. Things escalated and Kimbrough tased Holloman, ultimately leading to his death.
Okay, baby, put your hands behind your back. Okay, baby. We've all seen the video and we know what occurred.
Tuesday, Holloman's family filed a civil lawsuit in DeKalb County against Robinson and S&W Services of Atlanta.
This was just one more step towards justice for this family.
They argue the video shows Robinson's actions caused serious physical injuries and contributed to Holloman's death. They also claim Robinson continued to sit on Holloman while he was being handcuffed. They're now seeking a jury trial and punitive damages.
They cannot return Deacon Holloman's life to him. So we're asking that they both be held financially accountable to the fullest extent of the law for this irreparable harm they've caused.
An autopsy found Holloman also had underlying health issues, including pulmonary disease and diabetes. The GBI investigated Holloman's death and ruled it as a homicide.
A legal battle is brewing over the estate of a bride killed by a drunk driver on her wedding night. Samantha Miller was killed on April 28th, just hours after she and Eric Hutchinson said their vows on Folly Beach. While leaving her wedding reception on a golf cart, authorities say they were hit by a drunk driver. Samantha Miller was killed. Her husband, Hutchinson, was injured. Now Samantha's mother is challenging whether Hutchinson and her daughter were ever legally married. She's also asking a probate court to replace Hutchinson as representative to her daughter's estate, citing issues of potential fraud and conflicts of interest. Hutchinson says he offered to give Samantha's mother half of any settlement money and calls this latest legal move morally questionable and legally baseless.
In the wake of several inmate deaths and controversy, Fulton County is on track to get a new jail, but it will not be cheap. Today, city leaders met to discuss a $1.7 billion facility. For perspective, that's more than the city of Augusta's entire 2024 budget. If the proposal is approved, it will be built right behind the current facility. For years, county leaders have said the current jail is aging and is no longer structurally sound. Along with 10 inmates dying while in custody this year alone, there have been several reports of inmates taking parts of the crumbling building to make weapons. No word yet on a timeline for the new jail if that's approved.
Banning masks in the city of Atlanta. That's what the city council is considering, including things like ski masks, hoodies, and cloth coverings. The reasoning? These masks are often used during crimes. The plan would ban face coverings that conceal someone's identity in public places. Now, there are some exceptions, like for religion, work, and COVID-19 precautions. Some say this is a step in the right direction, though some, they are not on board yet.
Winter comes here, I have to get out this is a balaclava, which, covers my ears and nose.
We got boxing jobs skied up because we don't know if they're cold or if they're trying to take the vehicle.
Now, Atlanta would not be the first city in the U.S. to do something like this, although critics say regulations like this could violate freedom of expression and could even be misused by police.
Could South Carolina's school meals be free for everybody? Well, just ahead, we'll break down what lawmakers are considering for the next school year when it comes to school meals. Riley?
And it's going to get cold tonight. Temperatures down into the 20s by daybreak tomorrow morning. We'll see how long this cold air sticks around. The full forecast next.
Time and Associates.
Yeah, it's real.
Get
Get spotted with an SRP Spotted sticker and get $100. That's right, it's that easy. Get your SRP Spotted sticker or magnet from any SRP location and you could be spotted and win $100. Follow us on Facebook for even more chances to win with Spot Me SRP. Good things are happening at SRP.
Join us right here on WRDW for Warren, A Way of Life, every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Connect with us for a time of worship, prayer, and Bible study with Pastor David McKinley.
Watch 1226 on your side, wherever you go.
Breaking news live at 5. McDuffie County has fired its Animal Services Director, Michaela McLean. Now, she was put on administrative leave last month after she was arrested on a charge of cruelty to children. She and her husband are accused of exposing their 2-year-old to an unknown amount of THC, which caused the toddler to be hospitalized. Now, the county says the search will begin for a new Animal Services Director in the new year. Now, in the meantime, animals will be available for adoption by appointment only. Of course, we'll keep you updated as we learn more and as we follow that search for a new Animal Services Director.
We'll take a live look down the Savannah River from our Thermodam cam. A beautiful afternoon, a little bit chilly out there across most locations in the CS area. Definitely a little bit cooler than the past several days for us. We did see our high stay in the 50s today. 56 currently as we're just getting a few minutes away from sunset here. If you are heading out this evening, definitely bundle up. Take a look at these temperatures that we're expecting late tonight and early tomorrow morning. Right around sunrise, we should see these temperatures upper 20s and low 30s across the area. So definitely going to be a cold start to our Thursday. Other than that, we're going to hang on to plenty of sunshine, high pressure and control. So that is going to bring us clear skies and temperatures. Going to stay below average again tomorrow, most likely upper 50s for most spots. And that wind direction will be changing out of the southwest, and that's going to help bring in a little bit warmer temperatures by Friday and into the weekend. You can see a live look at our first alert radar network. You can see high pressure just kind of moving in behind this cold front that did pass through earlier this morning. So that's why we are a little bit breezy throughout the day, but calmer winds as this high pressure just kind of centers over us for the rest of tonight. Heading into tomorrow, you can see generally sunny skies, not much clouds expected for your Thursday. Cloud cover will return though by Friday as that wind direction does change, going to bring us a little bit more moisture. So by Friday afternoon, we'll call it partly cloudy skies out there, and that will continue into our Saturday. You can see what's incoming for the weekend, though. So our next cold front by around Saturday morning, not expecting a huge rain threat here in Augusta, but you can see that threat does increase closer towards Atlanta. And the closer you get to this cold front, this is what's going to eventually move through the region once we get into Sunday, and that right now appears to be our highest rain day, or highest chance for rain over the next 5 days. Here's the way it's spaced out. So warmer temps ahead of that front on Saturday. We could actually see high temperatures close to 70 that day, and then the rain pushes through Sunday. Behind that rainfall will cool off again with temperatures back below average by early next week. If you are heading up to Clarksville Lake the next couple of days, we got cool afternoons there on Thursday. Friday, we're at least working our way with highs in the 60s. Wind direction not quite as breezy and changing out of the southwest over the next couple of days. Lake temps right now in the upper 50s though, so definitely getting chilly out there. Here's a look at our weekend forecast. Saturday, high temps close to 70 degrees, so it is going to feel a lot different by this weekend. By Sunday, we're still expecting those warmer temps, but pretty decent chance for rain Sunday. The timing of the rainfall still uncertain at the moment, so the timing of this is going to be highly driven by this cold front. So whenever this cold front shows up ahead of it, we'll see likely a line of showers, maybe a thunderstorm. At the moment, not expecting a severe weather threat, but something we'll just keep an eye on over the next couple of days. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. So cold temps tonight all the way down to the 20s. That will be the coldest morning we see in the 7-day forecast. Warming up into the weekend, rain Sunday, and then cooling off again by early next week.
All right, thanks, Riley. A group of lawmakers and school leaders believe South Carolina should change who's in charge of the meals thousands of students eat every day at school.
Their goal is to get more local, nutritious food in cafeterias. Our State House reporter Mary Green has the details.
Right now, the Department of Education completely oversees the school meals program in South Carolina. After months of work, the state's Child Food and Nutrition Services Study Committee is recommending the Department of Agriculture take over some of those responsibilities.
Some districts serve great meals and other districts do not. And my question would be to the Department of Education is, why is that the case? I mean, that should, the great food should be the rule, not the not the exception.
The committee believes shifting some responsibility to the Department of Agriculture will build more trust with South Carolina farmers that could encourage them to supply more school cafeterias with local food. Their recommendation came despite the urging of State Superintendent Ellen Weaver to keep all responsibilities with the Department of Education, writing in this letter that their goals can be accomplished within the current model without disrupting school food services. The committee stopped short of recommending the state provide free school meals for every student in South Carolina. An estimate from the Department of Education states the cost of implementing this could range from $38 million to $72 million, while cautioning it could be even higher than that.
I believe we are reaching every student with a free or reduced meal that needs it at this point in South Carolina, the vast majority of them anyways.
These recommendations will be sent to the full legislature, which will return to session here next month. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.
If lawmakers implement that hybrid model that splits oversight between the Departments of Education and Agriculture, the committee recommends it's in place for 5 years, and then they'll reevaluate after that.
Well, how are you faring with your Christmas shopping? Well, as you check things off your list, we have expert advice on how to make ends meet coming up next.
First alert. Need to pay, they did it all. One call, that's all. And that's all I did.
You could see a lot of like your cars are out there actually hydroplaning. I think it's like dangerous situation.
Mama?
She's on her way, bud.
Hey, hon. It's nasty out there.
I'm glad you're home.
Stay safe.
I will. Tell them to save me some.
When others head in, we head out. Dominion Energy.
At T. Olive Cap to schedule your personal appointment today.
With Christmas just a few weeks away, the busy shopping season is well underway, and whether you prefer to shop in stores or online, having a plan could help you save some money.
Dawn G has advice from an expert to help make ends meet this Christmas.
Not everyone is going to feel jolly this holiday season because for many, this time of year brings financial strain and stress. So what can you do to take the humbug out of what should be a wonderful time with family and friends? There are a few money-saving strategies that can help.
The holiday shopping season kicked off in early October this year. We had big sale days.
Many of us laughed or complained as Christmas trees in retail stores were propped up right along with Halloween ghouls.
People started shopping early.
According to a survey from Bankrate, 1 in 2 shoppers, that's 50%, began to shop for Christmas before Halloween. Despite that early start, 2 in 5 shoppers shared they feel financially burdened by the holiday.
That consumers are concerned about their finances.
Since the COVID-19 pandemic, shoppers have learned to find their goods both online and in store. According to the Bankrate survey, 39% of holiday shoppers will make the most of their purchases online. Online convenience is more popular for some than beating that Black Friday crowd.
What that means for consumers is that they can shop in the way that they prefer, and pricing should be comparable across the board, but you should always take a second if you're in store to look for an item on your phone and make sure you're getting the best price in store.
No matter when you start or how you shop,
it's a good thing to be organized and have a list of your recipients, some gift ideas for each, a budget for each, so you can be proactive.
Some things you should do once you start to shop.
Tap into your memberships. Do you belong to a wholesale club? ARP is one of those things that you may not think about in terms of discounts and deals. They have so many discounts.
There are also some special shopping days you may want to mark on your calendar.
Free shipping day on December 14th. I expect a lot of deals plus free shipping being offered on that day, and then Super Saturday, which is the 23rd of December. That'll be a big sale day, but that should be done in store because it's so close to Christmas.
Special days are a great way to get a deal, but get that bargain any way you can. Apply coupons, popular browser extensions, and apps. Sign up for promotional marketing messages from your favorite store or brand, or look for sales alerts.
Shoppers should just get in the habit of looking for a way to save every time they shop.
Now be careful with credit cards. It's great to use them for the holiday time for shopping and to get rewards, but if you don't pay them off at the end of the month, you may end up getting yourself in trouble. Also, do you have any gift cards you were given that you never used? You've heard of regifting, right? According to Bankrate, about half, 47%, of Americans have at least one unused gift card, and the average value is almost $200 per person. And then this, maybe you can't do it this year, but for next year, start setting aside money. Save a portion of every paycheck between now and the end of next year just for Christmas shopping. Helping you make ends meet. I'm Dawn G.
All right, thank you for those tips, Dawn. We are looking at the bottom of the roller coaster tomorrow, but we will see temperatures increase into the weekend, then dropping off again early next week. Having a look at that 7-day forecast just after break.
This year,
Roasted George Sink.
you gotta get George. Call 762 all nines.
Call now.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Savannah.
And we're actual clients of Austin Jackson. A girl ran a red light. A tractor trailer was right beside us, so they hit her, causing her to hit us. We rolled 4 times down Washington Road. Her injuries were extensive, and we really needed not just prompt care, but a continued care plan. Once we met with Austin, I felt really sure that we were going to get taken care of. It was definitely nice knowing that we had someone we could trust, working on our case, taking care of things, and explaining every step of the way.
Get Austin Jackson.
The Augusta guy.
Travel, there is no...
Your Christmas list at Lionel Smith Limited.
Well, here's a view from our Beach Island camera, just a few minutes past sunset now. Generally clear skies, and it just looks like it's going to get cold, and we are going to see a cold night up ahead. We're currently at 56 degrees with clear skies and calm winds. Now that the sun's gone away, temperatures should be dropping into the 40s within the next hour, and then eventually by daybreak tomorrow morning, we're likely going to be below freezing for most spots, so definitely going to need a couple layers at the bus stop tomorrow morning. Heading home from school, though, nice day, high temps upper 50s, and hanging on to nothing but sunshine again tomorrow. So beautiful weather to be outside. Not going to be as windy out there tomorrow either. It was a little bit gusty at times today. Here's a look at our first alert radar network. High pressure is just moving in behind that cold front that did push through earlier this morning, so that's why we just saw those winds gusting close to 20 miles an hour most of the afternoon. Once we get into tomorrow morning, most spots waking up below freezing, sunny skies throughout the day, high temps getting close to 60, but most likely staying in the 50s most of tomorrow afternoon. Once we get into our Friday, we're warming up into the 60s, staying rain free as we roll into the weekend. That's what we do bring back maybe a rain chance by Sunday, but right now Saturday is trending dry at the moment. Here's a quick look at that 7-day once again. So cool temps for your Thursday, warmer outlook this weekend, and then we're gonna have to watch out for some rain by Sunday.
All right, thanks, Riley. Stick with us. We have more news, weather, and sports coming up after a short break as News 12 Live at 5 continues.
This is not you.